founder of the People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimick. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back. Must be park season.
We're just about getting there.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe right now, but perhaps in a month's time we'll be out in our parks cleaning things up and making them look nice.
I wonder if I was in Sharp Park right after the ice storm, and it was a lot of damage, trees down. There's still a lot of that storm damage to pick up?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's still going to be a matter of weeks before everything is cleaned up in parks. I think our public works of the city have gotten a handle on things that are along streets or in the right-of-way and sidewalks. I think we finally have a handle on that. So next is the parks for sure.
This Sunday, you've got a spring kickoff event. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we want to get our volunteers excited and maybe bring on more people who have been wanting to get involved with our group. So this is a great opportunity. So it's happening on this upcoming Sunday, March 19th at the Booze Recreation Center, which is in Loomis Park, and it's starting at 6 p.m. So this is really just a time to get together with our volunteers. We are a group that's mostly mobilized from April through November, so we really take the winter off. So just really getting everyone back together and getting excited for spring. So it's a good time for our veteran volunteers to get together, but also some of our new people if they want to come out. So just getting the gang back together essentially, and just kind of also doing the business of having our annual meeting. So doing that kind of housekeeping type stuff. But the exciting part is that we're going to be talking about what kind of fundraisers we're going to be doing over the next year, and then launching our spring projects as well. So it's going to be an exciting time.
What are some of those spring projects?
I have to get with Andrew on that.
Are there some? I mean, you guys have done so much, made such an impact. Are there some areas that maybe you identified from the last few years that you know you'd like to take a look at?
Yeah, I think just the normal activity of keeping our parks and trails clean. So just regular things like trash pickup. Yeah. When the flowers bloom, the trash also blooms in the spring because of all the snow melts. So definitely picking up trash. We're looking at another collaboration with Grow Jackson to do another day at their garden and help them get ready for spring. So really how it works is Andrew Sargent, the Assistant Director of Parks and Recreation, we meet with him and we ask him where the needs are, and then we put the people into the parks.
It looks like Matt Hines is in a lot of the pictures.
Yes.
Former police chief. He's been a longtime volunteer for PPT.
Definitely. I, of course, am the face and the mustache of People for the Parks, but there are so many people who work behind the scenes who do a lot of work, who actually, show up to the volunteer events and come to the meetings, and Matt is one of them. So I do not do everything. Obviously, I am the face and the mustache, as I said, but we have so many amazing people who come out. Last year, we did 10 projects from April through November, and we had about a total of 60 individual people come out during that time. So it's really great. We have our core group of volunteers where I'd say maybe about 20 of them who come out on a regular basis, but there's also a lot of people who come out when they can. So it's really great.
Do you have people that will come out based on maybe if the project you're working on is in their neighborhood?
Yeah, definitely. Want to do a better job of contacting people who live near the parks to get them more involved. Yeah. But there is definitely that. And we also want to do collaborations with different groups as well. Last year we worked with Meyer employees and people from the Jackson Pride Center and Grow Jackson. So we want to continue those collaborations as well.
Do you need to be a resident of the city of Jackson to be a volunteer?
Not at all. If you want to come and work in parks, we welcome anyone. In fact, if maybe there's a mobility issue or perhaps walking around a park picking up sticks is not for you. I totally understand that. I think anyone, if they want to contribute, whether that's donating or volunteering their time, we would love to have you in any capacity. There's always a lot of things that you can do to help out our parks.
Which park is the best kept secret in town?
We have a lot of hidden parks. There's Wade Park, that's on the east side. A lot of people probably don't know that exists. I would encourage people to go on the city website. And there's an interactive map that functions just like a Google map where you can go and see where all the parks are. And it's kind of a fun adventure to go and see all of them because there are 28, and it's quite the number.
How's Betsy Butterfield doing? Looking good?
Yeah, we had quite a bit of trees come down there around that area. And I can see the leapfrog statue for my bedroom window, and we had a lot of trees come down around our neighborhood. So now I have an even better view of it.
Are you the one that fell off the top of the
Joey.
Joey?
Yeah, and
they used
Aaron
to
hadn't
have,
moved in when that slide was still there.
Yeah, they used to have this giant metal slide at Betsy Butterfield
You know the
Park.
wax paper slides?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was at the very top of it and decided he was going to find a faster way to the ground and not use the slide part.
He was just so excited to get up to the top that when he got up to the top, he went woo, cracked his head open.
Thankfully, park safety has come a long way.
Yes, it sure has.
That slide is gone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they took
it
that
did
out.
stick around for a few more years after that incident, but that's okay.
Yeah. Now the bling that you get for being a volunteer, you get a shirt, right?
Yeah, as a gift, we would like to give people shirts, but that's going to be while supplies last. So we, when we're out doing park projects, wanted a way that we look more visible and can kind of help instill some pride in our group. So at our upcoming event, which is this Sunday, 6 p.m. at the Booze Center, we're going to have some free t-shirts as well. So available while supplies last, because I will be getting one, of course.
What's the most common, you say we see a lot of trash this time of year. What's the most common piece of trash that maybe we think people are throwing out their window?
There are plastic bags.
Yeah.
I think they probably get a lot of the attention, but there are a lot of fast food containers that I see, and like pop bottles or water bottles. That's a really big one. But a lot of it is more than just basic litter. A lot of it is trash that blows in from people's homes.
Sure.
Like, you're in a park and you're cleaning up and you see a box from like a microwave dinner. And you think, this probably isn't something that someone threw out their window. It's something that blew away from the trash. So, maybe that's something you can do as well at your own home, is just making sure that the trash is going in the bags and going in the trash cans and it's going where it needs to go, because it'll eventually get into our environment. I have a deep hatred for litter. I don't mind using the word hatred. I know it's a strong word, but litter is awful, and I like to eradicate it when I can. So if you see me around Jackson, I'm usually chasing down a blowing plastic bag downtown. I like to do that. It gives me great satisfaction to clean up our community and help make sure it looks its best.
Our linear trail, the MLK Equality Trail, the Parks and Rec are seeking grant funding from the state so that they can make some improvements to that. And I know we've already done the lighting, but I think there's more of that. There's a few things still to come.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening on the MLK Equality Trail over the next 5 years, I would say. The city has a plan to totally redo the entire trail. So there's going to be a new trail surface. It's going to be wider. It's going to be made out of concrete, so it's a more consistent surface. So the bumps are going to be gone in a matter of years. So the trail is totally going to be redone from the MLK Center all the way to Weatherwax Drive, and that's where it turns into the Falling Waters Trail. So it's going to be a huge investment, and the city has the funding for it from the state. They just need the last leg to be funded, which the city is working on right now. So it's very exciting. And our group, People for the Parks, we're looking to see what we can provide to make the trail even better, to kind of help support that improvement.
Are you able to, when you're working out on the trail, finish your workout, or do you stop all the time and pick up trash?
Usually when I'm working out, I'm laser focused. It's more picking up trash when I can, when I'm just kind of walking around downtown or walking through my neighborhood.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
Happy to help.
And thanks to you and Andrew Sargent for co-founding the People for the Parks and Trails. Just show up this Sunday, right?
That's right, 6 p.m. at the Booze Center.
Great. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.
The co-founder, and president of the People for the Parks and Trails and City of Jackson PIO, Aaron Dimick. More of the morning show after this.